Hello, everybody. My name is Nathan Long, president of Saybrook University. You are here live. Oops, and see, live events, you have headphones falling off your head. Anyway, you're here live here in Pasadena, California, at the Saybrook University campus. We're so excited to be trying this new approach, a hybrid delivery model of our Gala 50th anniversary gala event and awards ceremony. And we're so grateful for all of you for making the time to attend today. We're going to try and keep this to about 2 hours, a little bit over, and we'd ask if you all can stay for the entire event. That would be fabulous. We have so many folks we're trying to recognize this evening. It will be tremendous. Before we get officially started, I need to show you some stuff. All right, so check this out. So right behind me, hang on, let's see if we can get that going. You might get a little motion sick here. But behind me, we have our illustrious president and CEO of TCS Education System and our chief of staff, Dr. Michael Horowitz and Sherry Micas. Let's give them a round of applause here for being here tonight. Good to have you here. And they came to us far away from Chicago. We have here behind us Dr. Gina Belton and Dr. Jeremiah Piercy, both fabulous humanistic psychologists. Right here, and she's going to hide, I think, if I'm not careful, is Val Smith. She is the woman that put all of this together, along with Carmen Bowen, who you're going to meet in just a moment. And here we have two very special folks, too. We have Tara Peterson, president of the YWCA Glendale, Pasadena, and Cassandra Jackson, phenomenal student and student worker. Thank you. You're getting very sleepy, but you better not be too quickly. Here is Dr. Eric Wilmarth, who is our phenomenal faculty co-chair for the Senate and also faculty member and department chair. And here, there she is, Carmen Bowen. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Putting this gala together with the team. Fabulous. All right, so I'm going to wind my way around. Oh, look at, oh, that's kind of cool. I can see this live on the screen. We're going to start over here with Vanessa Cubano. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome. Vanessa is our institutional advancement person, one of our persons, and she's fabulous. And we're going to go over next door to her partner in crime, Mark Murphy. How you doing, Mark? All right, good to have you here. Thank you, sir. All right, and let's give them a round of applause. They're our newest employees today. Jolene Pruitt is sad that she just came in, but she is here doing all the hard work of the operations details. Jolene is our fabulous CFO and business ops person. Good to have you. Here you are, Stacy Lencor, and she is one of our wonderful TCS system colleagues working out of advancement and giving. So good to have her here. And we have Anna. You want to introduce yourself? Fabulous. Good to have you here. And then our wonderful OGC Office of General Counsel, Ms. Deborah Solmar. Deborah, welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you. And then Trustee Gloria Chance. Hello, Dr. Chance. Fun fact, you are an alumna from what class? Saybrook. 2018. All right. Yes, you got it. All right. And then we have Deborah Marcus. Hello, Deborah Marcus. And Dr. Leanne Ruck. Deborah Marcos is our Chief Operating Officer of the system. Welcome. And Dr. Ruck is our Chief Academic Officer. Give them a round of applause, everyone in the room. Thank you. And last but not least, Lorinda Sumter. Hello. How are you? You want to give them a little bit about yourself? There you go. Welcome. Good to have you here. All right. So wanted to share a little bit of the energy on the ground here and the fabulous, fabulous people who made this possible. We put the human in humanistic tonight, I think, or we're trying to. So I really want to thank all of you again for being here. It's really terrific. Uh, again to our 50th anniversary gala and awards ceremony. Undeterred, really, by a waning pandemic, our team of exceptional staff and faculty, led by the wonderful Carmen Bowen and team, have pulled together really an incredible hybrid event full of meaning-filled celebrations and reflections on our past 50 years, coupled with recognizing the outstanding achievements of our faculty, students, staff, and alumni. We're extremely proud of our awardees this evening, as well as all members of our community, for their persistence and dedication in supporting Saybrook's mission by advancing the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Our Saybrook University community has indeed, like so many others, been affected by what many refer to as a triple pandemic: COVID-19, racial unrest, and economic financial turmoil. Weathering any of these singularly would be a challenge for sure, but all three served up a perfect storm. I think we'd all agree to that. What could have served as a splintering moment for our institution and for any institution really instead afforded us the opportunity to lean into our mission. The Saybrook University relentlessly pursues a socially just, sustainable world by educating humanistic leaders in their fields and communities. By leaning in, we could in fact double down on the essential social justice work long championed by faculty and students at Saybrook over these many decades. Recognizing that we are leaning and living into our mission is really essential for us. And I urge us all to keep doing the work, challenging as it may be, really for it's the fact that truly defines us both as individuals here, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and as an institution. I want to again sincerely thank all of our team for making this hybrid event happen. Thank you again, Carmen, and everybody, as well as our fantastic group of students, staff, not least of which Ms. Jolene Pruitt, Ms. Sophia Woodard, Dr. Jeremiah Piercy, Ms. Cassandra Jackson, Leslie Chung, and Ms. Val Smith. I also want to take this moment to thank the elected officials, community leaders who contributed to a number of written and video remarks over the months, and we are pleased to share those with you both tonight and later on. And please also take note of our fabulous event sponsors, including ACE Events, also our long-term partner, the Institute for Spirituality and Health with the Texas Medical Center, and Corporate Stress Management. So please take a moment when you get to the room, so you'll see that room again where you had a seat at a table, and click on one of their links, visit them, maybe bookmark it in your web browser for future reference. They're fabulous. In addition to all of our outstanding students, faculty, staff, and alumni, I want to thank our entire board of trustees, several of whom are in attendance tonight. And we're very excited to have them both physically and virtually experiencing this in different ways. Their stewardship, and I really want to talk to you personally, trustees, your stewardship of this university has assured that Saybrook's 50 years is a milestone, not an endpoint. Indeed, with vigilance and foresight, the next 50 years look pretty amazing. Now, no gala would be complete without fundraising. So tonight, as we celebrate 5 decades, our focus is going to be on raising money for student scholarships. Specifically, we have a number of scholarships you can give to, but we're going to make it super easy. Our institutional advancement team is going to be providing links and connection points through the chat that you'll see on your right. And we are really urging you to consider, giving a gift that you feel generous about and you feel that can help a student who is pursuing the dream of not only graduate education, but a humanistic focused graduate education grounded and steeped in a mission centered on social justice. Without you, without our donors, we cannot make this happen at all. And your support will be so essential to us tonight and in the coming months ahead. So we're looking forward to, if you're able and you're capable of giving tonight, we would like to urge you to give. Our advancement team is Cubana, Vanessa Cubana, and Mr. Mark Murphy have put together a powerful set of live giving options that I just mentioned, and they'll speak to us in just a moment. Right now, so our intro is now over, and I am so excited to turn the podium, so to speak, over to Dr. Gina Belton, our co chair of the Faculty Senate and full time faculty member out of the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. She's going to lead us in the invocation for Saybrook tonight and the reading of the 50th poem for which she composed especially for our gala year. So, just a moment, and Dr. Belton will be joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Long. Rest here. Rest, breathe, renew. We uplift each other with each step, co-created together. Rest, breathe, renew. Take a moment by moment by moment to examine all that you thought you knew about yourself and the other. Rest, breathe, grieve, love, learn, renew. Remember your interconnectedness to all beings and pursue a socially just embodiment. Tend to the suffering of our world and thrive in your curiosity and humility. Rest, breathe, renew. We uplift each other with each step, co-created together. A just world, a sustainable world, a humane world. Rest, hear the call of human dignity and potential. Renew with Saybrook University. Ometiot. Welcome.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Carmen Bowen, the Director of University Relations here at Saybrook. I must say, Saybrook's 50th Gala has been 5 decades in the making, and we want to take you back to 1971 to the present. During this event, we hope you connect with former classmates, faculty, and other Saybrook community members. Saybrook, well, we're a special community and we want this program to be special. We have a full program featuring messages from Saybrook founders, scholarships, special awards, a silent auction, and much, much more. In the top right corner of this remote screen is tonight's agenda. If you click on it, you can kind of follow where we're going. We have placed in the chat the 50th Gala digital commemorative booklet. Please feel free to open it and save it and share it for those who could not be here tonight. We have built in time for you at the end to catch up virtually after all of the presentations in our main ballroom floor. We want you to move around, say hello, and the way you do that is double click on a vacant chair. We have several floors, so if there aren't any vacant chairs, you can go to the second or third floor. We do have IT available here to help if you experience any issues. Many of you have already discovered the emojis in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You guys take a moment to give us a thumbs up if you, yeah, I want to make sure everybody has it. All right, and then you have the clap emoji and all the other fun emojis. We also have a Q&A portion that's on the right hand side towards the top. Q&A is if you have a question you need for us to address, and we'll try to get that addressed either during the presentations or afterwards. Also, there's a participants section. If you click on that, it'll show you everybody that's here. And there is a vertical ellipsis button. If you click on that, you can share messages and so forth. So have a little fun there. And then also, when we get back to the ballroom floor, there are sponsors, and there's also special messages from students that have received scholarships. And then you'll also see a giving QR code. Again, if you need any help, several people are in the audience that are Remo experts, and they'll be happy to help you. And that would be Cassandra Jackson, Leslie Chung, the IT Help Lounge, Vanessa Cubano, and Mark Murphy. And then, of course, if you just want to have fun, like I see you guys have already discovered our general chat, just use that general chat and share messages and so forth. And we're all reading them, and so we'll try to respond to you as we do this. So enjoy this special evening. And now I would like to welcome our Saybrook University's new members of our university relations team, Vanessa Cubano and Mark Murphy, to share information on the auction and giving. Welcome to the stage, Vanessa and Mark.
Tonight, as Dr. Long noted, we will be offering several giving opportunities, which we will go over right now. Mark, can you kick us off?
Yes, thank you, Vanessa, and we're very happy to welcome everyone to Saybrook's 50th anniversary gala. As you may have, I'm sure, seen, for those who are registered for tonight's event, we have a silent auction. Some of the auction items are actually behind me to my right, and there's really some incredible items that we have here, and of course, all donations received through this auction will go directly towards Saybrook and our students. So we thank you for your support. We have some fantastic items, including a full of Saybrook swag, which is very popular. We have a number of those baskets, a tarot reading with spiritual guidance, a functional glass piece. This is just a few of the great items that we have, and we have many more. So you'll see in the chat, we'll put a link to the gala bid so you can continue bidding throughout the evening. And the auction will stay open for 24 hours. So through tomorrow evening, you will still have a chance to bid. So there are several ways that we're going to talk about the need for support and the case for support for Saybrook University. And there are several secure and easy ways to give and support our students, faculty, research, and operations this evening. And I am extremely happy to announce that to kick off our fundraising for the evening, Dr. Michael Horowitz has pledged, and Dr. Horowitz is here this evening in person, has pledged a $10,000 gift to help further Saybrook's mission in the hopes of inspiring all of you to maybe consider a donation tonight in celebration of Saybrook's 50th anniversary. So if for those of us that are present to clap our hands or clap your hands through Remo here. Thank you, Dr. Horowitz, for your incredible support of our students and our mission here at Saybrook. And this is an incredible way to kick off our 50th anniversary. Looking forward to what's ahead. So for this live ask portion of the evening, we have several specific funding needs that we will identify and speak to. And again, please note that all donations received tonight, all gifts, are gratefully accepted. Dr. Horowitz was so grateful for the $10,000 donation, whether it's $10,000 or $10, it all supports Saybrook and our students. And so we're going to go through some of these levels and talk about specific needs of support for Saybrook, but you can donate any gift in any way that you would like this evening. So if you are comfortable having your name recognized, if you make a gift of, say, $50 in honor of our 50th anniversary, if you put in the chat what you were able to give, we can make sure to give you a shout out and to garner some excitement in our giving tonight. And so we'd like to recognize you and share with our audience, our community, how grateful we are for your support. So first, our first live ask is a $5,000 ask. And this would go towards our Saybrook University General Fund. So with a gift of $5,000, that can go so far here at Saybrook, supporting Saybrook's University General Fund, where you will help sustain Saybrook's vision of becoming and continuing to be a leader in the field of higher education by creating a more just, humane, and sustainable world through the power of a holistic graduate education. So I open the floor. Who might be willing to make a gift of $5,000 this evening? Anyone?
Hey, Mark.
You know what, Mark, I'm going to go for it right now, if that's all right.
That's Dr. Long. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Long.
And that's our university president. So when our own president leads by example through a generous gift like that, that goes a long way for us. Thank you so much, Dr. Long.
Mark, I just got word also that Dr. Dennis Rebello has graciously committed $5,000 to establish the Story Like You Mean It Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Dr. Rebello.
Wow, a $5,000 gift for a brand new scholarship. That's incredible. And thank you to Dr. Rebello for his support of Saybrook University. Any other takers? There's many opportunities to give this evening. So we also want to talk about our next level, $2,500, which is actually designated towards our scholarship program. So just like that gift of $5,000 towards a scholarship, this $2,500 would support our scholarship program, and that directly impacts our students, of course, many of whom are not able to attend Saybrook without financial support. So as many of you know, graduate education requires commitment, time, life changes, and quite frankly, money. So at Saybrook University, we're committed to helping our students to find ways to invest in themselves and their future. With a gift of $2,500, you will help a student attain their educational goals. So who might be willing to support Saybrook University this evening with a gift of $2,500?
You can feel free to post it in the chat. Thumbs up works as well. Also, please remember that even if you are unable to make a gift of $2,500 to our scholarship program right now, you can still donate tonight at any level, no matter how big or small, in support of Saybrook scholarships. Please consider this very concrete way of ensuring that our students are set up for success in their studies. Also, you can find a link to our PayPal donations, where you just click the link and it'll take you straight to be able to make a gift. We also are posting links to our online auction, where you can bid on items that we will hopefully be able to send your way.
And I am happy to share that Dr. Renee Levy has donated $2,500. I see that in the chat. Thank you so much, Doctor, for noting that in the chat, and thank you for your support of our scholarship program.
Who?
And Pat Breen has come in for $2,500. Thank you so much. And chair of our board, thank you. And Dr. Wilmarth has committed for $500 over the next 5 years for a $2,500 gift. Thank you so much, Dr. Wilmarth. And Dr. Wilmarth, that's so important. Pledged gifts are also gratefully accepted here at Saybrook. Vanessa and I would be happy to speak to you about that if interested in pledge giving as well. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. So I want to talk about our next level at the $1,000 level, which would support Saybrook faculty research and development. So a gift of $1,000 will support our faculty research and development program. So of course we have such great faculty members here at Saybrook, each who have a unique background and perspective on the world, and our collective faculty's capacity to grow professionally and for them to be positioned to conduct world-class academic research and development is only possible with financial support. So a gift of $1,000 tonight will enable our faculty to do the research necessary to ensure that Saybrook is able to maintain its standards of academic excellence for the next 50 years and beyond. So who may be able to support us at the $1,000 level tonight?
Mark, I did get word that Joanne Smichael has agreed to donate $1,000. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you, Joanne.
Anybody else feel generous this evening? Want to give $1,000? Now keep in mind, you don't have to pay it all at once. We do accept pledge gifts where you can schedule it out over the next couple of years and minimize your cash impact.
Leanne Ruck, thank you so much for your gift of $1,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Mark, you want to kick us off to the next level?
Yes, so then our next level is $500, and it's the Saybrook Alumni Association gift. So Vanessa, would you like to say a word about that?
Yeah. Gifts to the Saybrook Alumni Association helps to ensure access to our programs for future generations. With a gift of $500, you can provide our amazing alumni with rich opportunities for engagement, resources to support them in making positive changes in the world, and opportunities for alumni to connect with current and prospective students to encourage the next generation of Saybrook changemakers. By supporting our Alumni Association, you help us become a stronger and a more connected and vibrant community. We all need supportive and thriving community, perhaps now more than ever. Who might be able to support the Saybrook Alumni Association with a gift of $500 tonight? Anybody feeling generous? Our Alumni Association, $500. Keep in mind that you can give at any level, and you can also check out our live auction.
My
Looks like-
wife just called in and said that we should up our donation to another $500 for the Alumni Association scholarship. That comes from
Wonderful.
my wife, Kim.
Kim, thank you so much,
Thank you, Kim.
That's so amazing. I always find it really inspiring when a community of people come together to support the education of our students. So thank you all for participating.
And we have a couple more things to say in our live ask here tonight. So Saybrook Serves is an incredible program, and actually I'm new to Saybrook, and this is an area that I'll be working in very closely, work with Carmen Bowen. And Saybrook Serves is a year-round program that coordinates virtual and on-the-ground volunteer opportunities, because our students, our alumni, our faculty and staff, we want to give back to the community, because what else is our education for if we're not using it in service and using it to further our mission and to continue to lift others up. So with that, volunteer opportunities are very important. And so with the stated goal of advancing the health and well-being of the communities where we serve, a gift of $100 today will help our Saybrook Serve program continue to grow, so that our hundreds and thousands of students, alumni, faculty, and staff will be able to reach our goal of over 500 hours of community service in the next couple of years. So if you're comfortable, again, getting a shout out, please feel free to put your donation in the chat. So who might be able to support Saybrook Serves tonight with a gift of $100?
Mark, I just wanted to point out that we have a couple donations that have come through the chat. The YWCA Glendale and Pasadena at $500. We have Jeremiah Piercy at $500. George and Charlotte Hamilton at $500 in support of the Alumni Association. Thank you so much for your gifts.
Thank you. And I see here that our very own Carmen Bowen, Director of University Relations, is making a donation of $200. So thank you, Carmen. And thank you to Carmen always for such her hard work and steadfast support to Saybrook. And finally,
we do have
go ahead,
more.
Vanessa.
Toby Goering, I'll donate $100 to Saybrook Serves. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you, Toby. So tonight, of course, we're celebrating Saybrook's 50th anniversary, which is a banner year and anniversary. And so a gift of $50 tonight in recognition of Saybrook's 50th anniversary will be hugely helpful, and we'll be so appreciative of that gift. So if you're able to make a $50 gift tonight, please click that PayPal option in the chat. And we did the math before the event, in that if each person who registered for tonight's event gave $50, we would raise over $10,000, or just about $10,000, which would be incredible for what we're trying to do moving forward. And so who might be able to make a gift of $50 tonight in honor of our 50th anniversary?
Mark, it looks like we have Deborah Solmer, who's happy to donate $100 to Saybrook Serves. We also have Donald Moss, who came in with a donation. Thank you. Larry and Cheryl Ellman from the Dave Ellman Hypnosis Institute is happy to donate $50. Tori Bowers at $100. Thank you, Tori. Ariel Dance, Dr. Ariel Dance at $50. Anissa donated $50 to Saybrook Student Scholarships. Lorinda, $50. Thank you so much. Deborah Marcos, $100 to Saybrook Serves. Christina Hutchinson at $50. This is incredible, you guys. We are happy to continue to accept your donations throughout the rest of the event, and we're happy to give more shout outs as we move through the program. Thank you so much to all our donors and supporters this evening. We appreciate your generosity and, most importantly, your presence here this evening in support of the university's mission this 50th anniversary year. As we look forward from 50, we are incredibly grateful for your support. And now we have Dr. Wilmarth.
The story of Saybrook University is one deeply rooted in the founding and development of the humanistic psychology itself. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary, we take a moment to look back at the history and how it shaped us into the institution we are proud to be today. A quote by Rollo May in 1982, "Today we are looking back in reaffirmation of the principles of humanistic psychology, but more importantly, we are looking forward to the relevance of humanism in the decades ahead, when we believe the understanding of human values and aspirations will become increasingly crucial to our survival and the meaning of our lives." The roots of humanistic psychology include the concept of humanistic education program that was first introduced at the Old Saybrook Conference in 1964, a gathering sponsored by the American Association for Humanistic Psychology, later known simply as the Association of Humanistic Psychology. The purpose of this meeting was to bring academics together and further develop the field of humanistic psychology. In attendance were some of the most influential voices in the field, including Gordon Allport, Rollo May, Carl Jung, Clark Mousakis, Abraham Maslow, James Bugenthal, Charlotte Buehler, and Carl Rogers. Saybrook University is a result of many years of development in the field of humanistic psychology, a field with core beliefs that informs our philosophies of learning community. Humanistic psychologists appreciate and value the worth and dignity of the human individual in societal and environmental contexts. They appreciate and encourage actualization of a person in the whole human being, mind, body, and spirit, enhance person-centered education and endeavors, and encourage self-direction and self-regulation. As we look at the timeline of our institution, we begin in 1971, and we want to set that into the context of the social world at the time. Some of you will recall that in 1968, we suffered major crises across the country as riots broke out and tore down many major cities. We were also during the middle of the Vietnam War. My twin brother and I were pleased that year to find out that we were number 10 in the lottery that year, when we still had a lottery for the draft. It was also a time when behaviorism was dominating the field of psychology. And so the whole idea of the humanistic counter-revolution, the third force, was developed. And in 1971, Eleanor Criswell, Rollo May, Clark Mousakis, and James Bugenthal established the Humanistic Psychology Institute at Sonoma State University, Dr. Criswell becoming the founding director. In 1975 and 76, the Humanistic Psychology Institutes became independent from Sonoma State, with Donald Polkinghorne, PhD, named as the first president. 1978, enrollment at the Humanistic Psychology Institute was 150 students, including students from 28 states and 5 countries. The Humanistic Psychology Institute became candidate for accreditation from WASC in 1979. And in 1981, the Humanistic Psychology Institute was renamed Saybrook Institute to honor the Old Saybrook Conference and the pioneers of humanistic psychology. We gained WASC accreditation initially in 1984. And in 1986, Dr. Polkinghorne ended his tenure as president, and Jules Pagano, PhD, assumed the role as the second president of the Institute, with the third president coming in 1999, Dr. Rudy Malone, and Dr. Bruce Francis in 1991 becoming the fourth president. This was followed in 1998 by George Bush becoming the fifth president of the Institute. And in 2000, Maureen O'Hare becomes the sixth president of Saybrook University, and under her administration, the Institute officially changes its name to Saybrook Graduate School and Research Center. As Saybrook gains recognition for its unique educational model, enrollment grows to nearly 300 students, doubling its original enrollment numbers. By 2005, nearly 500 students were enrolled. In 2006, Lauren Buckman, PhD, becomes the 7th president of Saybrook Graduate School and Research Center at the time. In 2009, the institute officially changed its name to Saybrook University, continuing to embody the soul of humanistic psychology. At this time, it also is branching out into offer programs in additional disciplines and align with humanistic principles, including the mind-body behavioral medicine programs, expanding the humanistic footprint into holistic health. In 2011, Dr. Mark Schumann becomes the 8th president of Saybrook University. And in 2014, Saybrook University joined nonprofit TCS Education Systems, further expanding its researches and collaborative opportunities with other like-minded colleges and universities. Also in 2014, Dr. Nathan Lawn becomes our 9th president of the university, also reorganizes from the school college structure, housing integrative health programs in the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences, and Behavioral Health and Social Sciences program in the College of Social Sciences. In 2015, Saybrook University Board of Trustees announces renewed vision, Saybrook 2020, edifying Saybrook's place in the world and enhancing the ability to deliver truly progressive graduate education. 2 colleges of study are officially established at Saybrook University, the College of Social Sciences and the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences. In 2018, WASC reaffirms Saybrook University's accreditation for 8 years. Saybrook's counseling program achieves initial accreditation of 8 years, the maximum possible for new counseling programs in the field. In 2019, Saybrook University moved its headquarters from Oakland, California to Pasadena, California. And in 2020, the university becomes one of the largest incoming fall classes, achieves the largest overall enrollment in institutional history. Saybrook also launches humanistic MBA and DBA programs along with a PhD in integrative social work. Today, Saybrook has over 900 students, over 200 faculty members. We offer 19 degree programs in 10 distinct disciplines. We have over 4,000 alumni. We have students and alumni hailing from over 35 countries. Current Saybrook faculty have published over 1,200 times in academic journals and professional journals. And Saybrook students, faculty, and staff have contributed more than 40,000 hours of community service. That brings me to the end of this as we begin the next 50 years at Saybrook University. Look forward to bringing all of you along with us. Thank you very much.
Dr. Wilmarth, that was a great, really great presentation of Saybrook's history over the last 50 years. Next, we'll be listening to Saybrook's first graduate, Dr. Bart Billings.
Hello. Welcome to Saybrook's 50th anniversary gala. I have the honor and pleasure of speaking with Saybrook's first graduate, Dr. Bart Billings. Dr. Billings, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am great. So you have the honor and privilege of being Saybrook University's first graduate. Tell me why you chose Saybrook.
Well, I spent 6 years in undergraduate and 2 years in graduate school in a Jesuit college where I got a great education and there was a lot of structure. But when I wanted to achieve my PhD, I wanted a little bit more freedom. And at the time, Saybrook, it was called Humanistic Psychology Institute, allowed me to do that. They allowed me to take graduate courses toward my PhD, not only through their instructors, but also I attended classes, graduate classes at Berkeley, and received credit for them. And also they allowed me to continue working at a state mental hospital, receiving excellent experiences, supervision, and salary so I could live while I was pursuing my doctorate. So Saybrook had all the ingredients, and one of my interests at the time, besides psychology, was research and program development, and they allowed that to happen and supervised me through it.
Wow. Well, I'm sure back in the 70s, this concept of being a little bit more independent and free was that was something that was new. So tell me, what do you remember the most fond or memorable thing about Saybrook back in the day?
Actually, one of my fondest memories was doing a pre-defense of my dissertation to Carl Rogers, who at the time was on their board of directors.
Wow. Well, you have history behind not only going to Saybrook, but you got to meet Carl Rogers. Wow. What was your?
Yeah, matter of fact, I sat with them defending my dissertation for an hour, and when I was finished, I had to defend my dissertation to my committee. And the people on my committee were outstanding. I remember them to this day. Eleanor Criswell, Art Warmott. It was a great committee, and I owe Eleanor Criswell gratitude at the time, because Dr. Warmott, since I was getting 2 different PhDs, one in research and program development and one in psychology, he wanted me to write 2 dissertations, and Dr. Criswell basically said, just make a big long one that you're doing. So it was real special. The people involved, the people that started up what eventually became Saybrook University, they were great people.
Wow. Well, Dr. Criswell is still active and part of Saybrook University. So I am so happy she'll be able to hear you thanking her all these years later. And she'll probably chuckle because she made a difference in someone's life. Let me ask you one last question. What message would you bestow upon our current Saybrook University students to help them now and into the future?
My message that I would give to them, as well as I've given to other people, is when you are doing your dissertation, make it meaningful in terms of not just a practice of putting together a dissertation, but meaningful in helping society. My dissertation consisted of developing a treatment program for mentally ill offenders, which was called Our House at the time. And there was a real need to help these people getting out of youth authority. And I focused on that. And it was very practical. It was a help to our society, a big help to the mental health needs at the time. So don't just do a dissertation as a practice in putting together a book basically on whatever is needed to get your PhD. Make sure it helps the community. And I remember when I was interviewing for a job at the University of California, Davis, as chief psychologist for physical medicine and rehabilitation, I was up against a graduate from Harvard who received this PhD from Harvard. I got the job, and the reason I got the job is because of what Saybrook allowed me to do, my dissertation, which was meaningful and helpful to our society.
Wow, that is such good advice, Dr. Billings. I really appreciate you taking time to chat with me today so that you can give that special message to our current graduates. But it's been 50 years. Thank you so much for being our first graduate. Thank you for being here at our 50th anniversary. And we welcome you to continue to help and serve, even in your retirement. Our Saybrook University students need your wisdom. So thank you very much, Dr. Billings.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Let's give Dr. Bart Billings a hand for taking time to do that.
And now we're going to turn our attention to Doctors Patricia Breen, our current chair of the Board of Trustees for Saybrook University, And Dr. Renee Levy, alumna from the class, I believe, of 2005, if my memory is not failing me. And she is also and was also the board chair for the Saybrook board. I have a particularly love for Renee. She hired me, or was one of the trustees responsible for hiring me. So we can't wait to hear from her and Dr. Breen in just a moment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Saybrook University, founded by perhaps the most committed and courageous group of educators in our world. So let's start with that vision and the work that it took to put that vision into action. I know that you've read this quote by Rollo May before, but I'd like to read it again because it illustrates how the bedrock of Saybrook is as strong and responsive to the needs of people, our organizations, and our communities today as it was 50 years ago or 40 years ago when Rollo May made this comment. Today, we're looking back in reaffirmation of the principles of humanistic psychology, but more importantly, we are looking forward to the relevance of humanism in the decades ahead when we believe the understanding of human values and aspirations will become increasingly crucial to our survival and the meaning of our lives. To paraphrase, the relevance of humanism in the decades ahead will become crucial for our survival and the meaning of our lives. And here we are in the decade ahead. Let's take a minute to unpack that comment by Dr. May with respect to our past and our future. I mentioned Saybrook's grounding in its humanistic mission, its unwavering commitment to education anchored in human compassion, science and reason, and the greater good. Imagine that, human compassion, science and reason, and the greater good of our communities for the last 50 years. Do any of us wonder whether that learning is still valuable today or valuable for the next 50 years? Of course not. I also mentioned courage. Of course, you know that it takes courage to challenge the status quo, even when change is needed to better respond to the changes in our society. Consider how the needs of individuals who want a college degree have changed in the last 50 years. Who are the learners? Why are they learning? How are they learning? When and where are they learning? All changed. For Saybrook, so well grounded in its mission, its founders, faculty, leaders, and students found the courage to explore, to challenge, to experiment, and to create, to change, to deliver programs and delivery systems that enable students with jobs to learn along with their work and family commitments throughout their careers and regardless of where they live. Nope, we are not afraid of change at Saybrook. We knew who we were 50 years ago and who we will be 50 years from now. This is courage. Courage that comes from the commitment to our mission and doing the work to make it happen. From a handful of students in one program 50 years ago, Saybrook now has over 800 students and growing, 200 faculty members, 19 degree programs from 10 distinct disciplines, including new ones in social work and business, over 4,000 alumni, students and alumni from 35 countries, over 1,200 publications by our faculty, over 40,000 hours of community service and outreach by students, staff, faculty, and alumni, including new initiatives, our Mind Body Wellness Fair and our Film, Book, and Poetry Festival just this past year. We have international opportunities for students through partnerships, course-related travel, and participation in global conferences. We have affiliated with a system of like-minded colleges, which has enabled us to expand our resources, our reach, and our opportunities for interdisciplinary collaboration. What an impressive past. Well positioned for an impressive future. Congratulations to Saybrook University and to you on 50 years of commitment and courage. We are ready for 50 more. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Breen. And we will now see Dr. Renee Levy, former board chair and alumna of Saybrook University. And we'll see that in just a moment, followed by Dr. Lauren Buckman, who is president of Art Center College and former president of Saybrook University.
Hello and welcome to the Gala.
First of all, I would love to introduce to you Dr. Renee Levy. Dr. Levy is a Saybrook graduate from the class of 2003. Dr. Levy is a former Saybrook trustee and Board of Trustees chairperson. Welcome today, Dr. Levy. It's great to see you.
Thank you so much, Carmen, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to address the community on a very important occasion.
Indeed, indeed. Well, let's start off our questions with something profound. What was your time at Saybrook like when you were a student?
Oh, yes, if I can remember back that far. I began my doctoral studies in 1999 in organization systems, which was a relatively new program at Saybrook at the time. In fact, a consulting colleague of mine by the name of Dennis Jaffe, many of our participants will know that name, he was creating the curriculum of organization systems at the time, and he encouraged me to come and get my doctorate in that program. At the time, I was already consulting and I had a master's, and I didn't really know why I needed to get a doctorate, so I asked him. And he said something that I think about often, and I've passed along to many other potential students. And what he said was, you know, get it because you'll learn to think differently. And, you know, that was really true. What I found is that what Saybrook does is it gives curious people like me the tools to systematically explore their questions and apply their knowledge in the real world in their communities. So I'm very glad that I did come to Saybrook. My 4 years as a student were really transformational for me. Saybrook enabled me to align my personal process, what I was going through in my own life at the time, with my academic process. And in the end, it enhanced both of them. It treated me as a whole person. It didn't try to fit me into an established structure like most schools do. And being from the East Coast and having gone to Yale for my master's, I had many choices for a doctoral program, but mostly what I found is that they were very rigid in their curriculum, and almost all were in-person classroom settings. So at the time I was raising 4 children and had a consulting practice, so I really needed the flexibility that would allow me in midlife to attain a degree while also doing my life. And that's what Saybrook offered me. So Saybrook's philosophy of seeing the student as a whole person and the remote learning format is really what brought me here.
Wow. Well, that was, I'm sure that that's something that really resonates with others that would be in your same predicament in life. So how and why have you stayed so involved with Saybrook after you graduated?
Well, you know, I believe in giving back. My years at Saybrook as a student were very impactful for me, as I just told you. And I wanted to stay engaged to help ensure Saybrook's survival into the future so that it could help other students like me. Saybrook's alumni go out into their communities, and I think they're change makers toward positive action in the world. And I felt I could make an impact by using my time and skills to ensure Saybrook's sustainability and success. So first I became a member of the Alumni Council pretty shortly after I graduated, and then eventually became a trustee and board chair. And I served in that role for 7 years. All told, I've been involved with Saybrook pretty much ever since, for about 11 years, pretty much ever since I graduated. Actually more than that, doing the math.
Wow. Well, tell us a little bit about those years.
Well, the years I was involved on the board were pretty turbulent ones for Saybrook. We were down on enrollment, and we had multiple leadership challenges, both at the university and at the board levels. There were many factors, but essentially it was, and still is, very difficult for a small graduate school to survive without the administrative resources needed to support the academic programs. Things like marketing and IT and legal and human resources and admissions, the kind of back office things that you really need. And, I think we had very good academic offerings, but especially moving into the technology era, we weren't able to get the word out effectively about Saybrook, and we weren't able to support students in the way we needed to. And then in 2014, we had the opportunity to affiliate with the TCS education system. And TCS is a network of colleges supported by the extensive resources of TCS. I could see even then that there were great advantages for Saybrook. And so I actively worked to steward the process to affiliate Saybrook with TCS. And in retrospect, I really think it was one of the better decisions we've ever made as a university. Our affiliation has proved to be so much more than just the access to resources that I thought it would be. It's been a true partnership between with the other colleges and the system itself. And it's resulted in truly expanded opportunities for students, faculty, staff, and trustees.
Wow.
I've come to learn there's power in relationship and collaboration.
Indeed, indeed. So as we are here present at this gala this evening, what do you wish for Saybrook for the next 50 years?
Carmen, I have a lot of wishes, but I'm very proud of where Saybrook is today. We are so strong academically and financially, and we have great leadership teams in place. And most important for me, we'll be around for many years. I really believe that, to continue our humanistic mission, which is what I hoped from the beginning. So for the next 50 years, I guess to boil it down, I would say three things. I hope that even as we grow, and we are growing tremendously, which is so satisfying, I hope that we continue to view our students as unique and whole human beings with many facets to them, and that we continue to serve all of those needs, as we did when I was a student. If we do that, then I think our graduates, will then continue to go out into their communities with that embedded perspective of valuing difference and listening respectfully and finding collaborative and innovative solutions. So secondly, I think I would really hope that Saybrook continues its tradition of innovation, of thinking outside the box. That was in our DNA from the very beginning, when we were innovators in our approach to psychology initially, our establishment of the credibility of qualitative research, and pioneering remote learning, which we all know now in 2021 is the future of academia. We were doing that many, many years ago. And finally, and I think really most of all, Carmen, I hope that we continue to be champions of humanity into the future, especially as technology encroaches on nearly every aspect of our lives. The need to recognize that in the end, it's human beings, us, with our ethics, our values, our spirit, our inspiration. We're the ones that are still at the center of the world that we want to create. So those are the three things that come to mind. I look forward to being a part of all of this for the next 50 years.
I'm sure you will, and we are so grateful to have you as a continued part of Saybrook. Dr. Levy, thank you so much for your time today, and enjoy the rest of the gala.
Thank you. I look forward to it. Thanks, Carmen.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to get to hear from our seventh president, Dr. Lauren Buckman.
Hi, I'm Lauren Buckman, and I'm truly honored to be part of this celebration of the incomparable Saybrook University. That it carries that name, Saybrook University, gives evidence of a resilience and sense of purpose that I think is remarkable. We are celebrating a 50-year life well lived, with triumphs and defeats, victories and stumbles, a rise here, a fall there, but always true to something vital, always learning, always committed to a deep belief in what people can do at their best. And always, like the arc of the moral universe, Saybrook's work bends toward a better world. It was around 2005 I was invited to help Saybrook merge with another entity. The school had gone through one of its stumbles. The finances looked grim, the energy depleted, or so I was told. But I found a very different place when I got there. There was this small but dedicated board led by the amazing Allison Shapiro. She was powerful in mind and spirit, open-hearted and innovative. And there was this group. They called themselves executive faculty. In my almost 20 years of experience in higher ed at that time, I'd never heard that term, executive faculty. Clever in its way, but perhaps an oxymoron in some institutions. But this group, these teachers, were, despite a little bit of crankiness, alive and accessible and energetic, and I felt an immediate bond. They believed in something important, something worth teaching, a driving spirit of change. And then as a community, we set to work and we learned more, and the creative energy started to flow as we talked about important ideas, about possibilities, about the inner strength of an institution that we recognized still needed to walk independently in the world. Merging at that time, anyway, was not the right thing. At least, not until we could do it from a place of strength, not weakness. Too much was at stake. What we needed to do, we discovered quickly, was to go back to the fundamentals of the humanistic tradition, to return to its deeper meaning and power, and to find ways for it to manifest in multiple disciplines in the 21st century. Our job was to translate the values and principles of a rich practice, a celebrated philosophical premise, and to see it flourish in an expanded framework. And so the idea of the university was born, a capacious idea for a new time. And we built the idea in many conversations and retreats, and in what I recall as an exceedingly exciting and heady process. It was a fundamentally creative time, and what is so interesting to me is that it was not so much a vision made manifest as it was a collective making that revealed itself in the unfolding. We knew it as we made it. We braved uncertainty. We engaged the materials of multiple fields. We solved problems. We improvised. And through it all, we birthed a new generation of Saybrook. I was a part of all this for only a short time, but I have watched Saybrook grow over the years, and it's filled my heart with great joy. I've always recognized the importance of the work, of what it teaches, and ultimately to the commitment to change that it brings out in its students. And I love that it found TCS as a partner, and it could transition at a better time and from a place of greater strength. May it continue to thrive in that creative making and in that rich process that brought an institution to know itself again, its soul, its striking spirit. I want to thank Nathan Long for his friendship through the years, his leadership, and for his generosity in making it possible for me to return with this message of celebration. And I thank this community for allowing me to be part of a small part of a very beautiful project. Thank you.
Fabulous videos from our current and former board chairs, Renee Levy, Pat Breen, and President Lauren Buckman. Wow. I got a little verklempt there at a couple moments in each of their speeches. It is really powerful to see us where we are today and all the people throughout our history who've made this possible. We've seen well wishes coming across from faculty, both current and former, really expressing the love and desire for Saybrook to continue keeping on as it has been. And so thank you to our visionaries and all of you who have continued to make this work. We hope you're at home right now enjoying a snack, a glass of wine. We've had a little bit of food here on the ground just to keep everyone moving through the evening and keeping that energy up. We're now moving into the section of our gala in which we publicly acknowledge scholarship awardees, excellence and student awardees, our Volunteer of the Year and Community Group of the Year award. First, what we're going to do is have our two college deans, Dr. Charlotte Hamilton and Donald Moss, present this year's faculty awards. So Carmen is going to be working to bring them to the virtual center stage here in just a moment. And then after that, Dr. Hayashi will present the Rollo May Annual Scholarship awardees, followed by Dr. Don Moss, again, who will present the awardees for the Leonard Schlane Scholarship, and he'll explain a little bit about Dr. Schlane's life and work and connection to Saybrook University. And then Dr. Drake Spaeth, our current faculty member in psychology, will present this year's Alan Watts awardees. Fun fact, yesterday, Vanessa Cubano was going through many archives and found very rare footage of Alan Watts on the ground on a reel-to-reel tape. Very powerful. We're going to have it digitally restored. Stay tuned because we may be the only institution in the world to have access to that footage and to some of his philosophy. So we're looking forward to seeing what's on there. Following Alan Watts' presentation, we'll go to Karen Lee, our Associate Vice President for Enrollment, who will present the Michael Horowitz and Jeannie Gutierrez First Generation Scholarship Awardees. And lastly, on the scholarship front, Dr. Jeremiah Piercy will share an exciting development. After we publicly acknowledge our awardees, I'll be announcing the 2021 President's Excellence Awards, after which Dr. Shanice McGill will come to the stage to reveal the first Saybrook student standout. Ms. Carmen Bowen and Ms. Cassandra Jackson will then round out the evening with the Saybrook Serves Volunteer of the Year and Community Group of the Year award. So we are happy to begin now with Dr. Charlotte Redden Hamilton, our dean, our wonderful dean of the College of Social Sciences, and our other wonderful dean, Dr. Donald Moss, Dean of the College of Integrated Medicine and Health Sciences, who will present the Faculty Excellence Awards.
Hello, it is so exciting to be here this afternoon to celebrate our 50th anniversary and award ceremony at Saybrook University. It is my utmost pleasure to introduce the Faculty Excellence Awards for the College of Social Sciences 2021. This year's recipient is Dr. Joy Meeker, longtime faculty in transformative social change. Dr. Meeker is a stellar instructor and graduate student mentor who works closely and highly effectively with her students to enhance both their programmatic learning and personal and professional growth. She is deeply committed to student success and retention, and consistently makes extremely meaningful and creative efforts to support these goals. She's a leading contributor to the development and implementation of the transformative social change student support system, which includes faculty mentors, peer mentors, monthly meetings, and new this year at her suggestion was the monthly MA project and candidacy for dissertation support meetings. Joy has a masterful command of the field of study which she teaches and consistently displays extraordinarily creativity in both online and in-person pedagogy. She always updates her syllabi and courses online to include the latest research and insights from the field of inquiry of each course she teaches, building from decades of teaching and learning within these fields, and her current leadership role on the Board of Peace and Justice Studies Association, also a U.S.-Canada consortium more than 200 university and college programs. She has utilized her leadership role to be of support to TSC students, providing numerous students the opportunity to present at the annual PJSA conference and for an international audience to connect with Saybrook and the TSC community. Dr. Meeker is indeed a sweet spirit and a very hardworking colleague. Her mentor and program chairperson, Dr. Joel Fetterman, nominated her for this prestigious award, and the CSS chairs agreed with her leadership and faculty excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Faculty Excellence Award of the Year for the College of Social Sciences, Dr. Joy Meeker. Congratulations.
Applause. Dr. Meeker, if you'd like to come to the stage, put yes in the chat and I'll bring you up so you can say a word or so. Okay, I'm going to bring you to the stage and just turn on your camera in just a second. There you go. Okay, you can turn on your camera and your mic now, Dr. Meeker.
Thanks, you all. Thank you. I'm humbled and it's an honor, and I appreciate your kind words, Charlotte. I think in general, the Transformative Social Change Program. So it's like, I think one of the things that I'm most grateful for is how our program draws in amazing students and they pull the best out of me. And I also am inspired by their consistent work towards a more just and sustainable world. So thanks, you all.
Okay, next coming to the stage is Dr. Don Moss.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Charlotte, and congratulations to Joy, a well-deserved award. And now it is my turn and my pleasure to introduce the Faculty Excellence Award for the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences for 2021. This year's recipient is Dr. Luann Fortune, longtime faculty in mind-body medicine, specialization director for the mindfulness and compassion-based leadership specialization, and a remarkable human being. Dr. Fortune has contributed to the academic programs and to the students in the Department of Mind-Body Medicine in a variety of ways, and I will name a few. She has spearheaded the development of the new Mindfulness Application Certificate Program and invited participation in this program across college lines by the DLM faculty. She has, for several years now, directed the mindfulness and compassion-based specialization for PhD students in mind-body medicine and continuously updated the curriculum to keep up with emerging trends in mindful and reflective leadership. She has mentored many of our MBM students and facilitated their participation in a number of professional organizations and conferences, including recent presentations at the Integrative Medicine for the Underserved Conference and the TCS Interprofessional Conference. She has guided her dissertation students to excellence in research, leading to several student publications. She has coordinated the Mindful Moments twice weekly meditation programs for the Saybrook community and Open Up to the larger world. And she has designed mindfulness and self as part of the virtual and the face-to-face RC conferences. She has also worked consistently on posting mindfulness and self-care programs as resources online in the Saybrook University Self-Care channel on YouTube. I'm very proud to present this award to Dr. Luann Fortune, and I invite her to say a few words. Turn on your microphone and camera, Luann.
I did.
Great. Congratulations.
Don, thank you, and thank you for those kind words. I am beyond honored. Thank you, Saybrook, for this incredible award and for making it possible. I'm so privileged to serve with such talented faculty who equally deserve recognition. Thank you for generously sharing yourself. You've made me a better educator. And I'm grateful to my colleagues, especially in mind-body medicine, in the leadership of Dean Moss and Devorah Curtis, who've provided so many opportunities for me and for my colleagues to create and be generative. Mostly, I want to thank our students, because you inspire me every day to become a better teacher and a more humanistic and authentic learner. Thank you so much for this honor.
Much, Dr. Fortune. Everyone give her a round of applause.
Congratulations, Luann.
The scholarship is available only to continuing students and is awarded to students whose graduate work explicitly applies and carries forward the existential humanistic contributions of Rollo May. Such students' work may include scholarship in the following areas: personality theory, psychotherapy, art and literature, cultural criticism, existential encounters, other topics which the student clearly connects to the Rollo May tradition. The awardees are Deja Jones, Nikki Winstrom, Caleb Dotson, and Pamela Hansen. Congratulations to each of you on this remarkable achievement.
Them all a hand. Nikki is here with us. Nikki, I'll bring you to the stage. All right, Nikki, if you want to say a word or just say something, you can turn on your camera and your mic.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you. Hey, Nikki.
Hi. I didn't know I was going to talk. So I'll just say thank you so much for supporting me. I'm a mom of 3 children, and like a couple of the other speakers have talked about coming back to graduate school and midlife and having to balance home life and school. It is definitely a challenge, and finances are always at the forefront of my mind. So a scholarship like this definitely takes a little bit of the pressure off and allows me to just focus on what I love, which is to find a way to turn my coursework into my practice and not just academics. So thank you very much.
Much, Nikki, and congratulations. Everyone give Nikki another round of applause. All right, next coming to the stage again is Dr. Don Moss. Come on back, Dr. Moss.
Thank you, Carmen, and it is my pleasure to introduce the recipients of the Leonard Schlain Scholarship Award. This award is named in honor of a one-time Saybrook trustee, Dr. Leonard Schlain. Dr. Schlain was an American surgeon, author, and inventor. He was chairperson of laparoscopic surgery at the California Pacific Medical Center in San Francisco, and he was an associate professor of surgery at the University of California, San Francisco. He wrote 3 best-selling books: Art and Physics, Parallel Visions in Space, Time, and Light. Second book, The Alphabet versus the Goddess, The Conflict Between Word and Image. Third book, Sex, Time, and Power, How Female Sexuality Shaped Human Evolution. This award provides $1,500 to up to 2 students each year who have shown an interest in the work and research of Dr. Schlain in areas including creativity, development of the human brain and neuroscience, art and science, human sexuality, and the effects of word and image on the human brain. This year's awardees are Peyton Edwards, who is in the PhD program in Transformative Social Change, and Marcia Brown, who is in the PhD program in Mind-Body Medicine. We want to recognize and congratulate both of these students for their submissions. for this award. We also wish to thank the Leonard Schlane family for the continued support of this important scholarship. Congratulations, Peyton and Marcia.
So much, Dr. Moss. Everyone give them a round of applause. And all right, thank you so much. Peyton and Marcia could not be with us. So we're going to go on to the next award winners. Dr. Drake Spaeth, if you could come to the stage and present your award.
Hello, everyone. The Alan Watts Student Scholarship Award is only available to continuing students. It's named in honor of the British philosopher Alan Watts, who was associated with Saybrook University in its formative years. The $5,000 scholarship is awarded to an accomplished student interested in the work and teachings of Alan Watts. Recipients seek to go beyond simplistic notions of what is, of what should be, recognizing the need for exploration of oneself through various modalities, ranging from meditation to humor, and the impact such practices have on our lives and on the continuing development of existential humanistic and transpersonal psychology and on our social order. I am so pleased to announce and congratulate this year's winners of the Alan Watts Scholarship: Stephen Lawrence, Paige Onishuk, Aoife Helen Kelly. Big congratulations to all of you.
Them all a round of applause. Stephen, if you'd like to speak, I gave you the floor.
Okay, well, I'll speak for the rest of us, I guess. And we were reaching out for the Alan Watts Scholarship. We were seeing, I think, in our ambitions to be psychologists and the types of work that we're doing, getting involved with the work of Alan Watts and his philosophy and the philosophies of others that are like Watts and others like us within our cohorts. It's remarkable to be able to consider the ideas of doing this type of work and moving forward in a community that not only is willing to even entertain those thoughts, but actually actively encourages people of our cloth to do this type of work and to have the encouragement to move forward with these types of philosophies in our life and work is just an honor. And I'll speak for the other two as well, and just in being remarkably grateful for the opportunity and for the recognition and for the funds to help us move forward with our dream. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Everyone, give him another round of applause. Okay, and next is Karen Lee. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, thank you, Carmen. I am very honored this evening to present the Dr. Michael Horowitz, Dr. Jeannie Gutierrez First Generation Scholarship Award. First Generation Scholarship was established to support new Saybrook students who are first in their family to attend graduate school or who are immigrants to the United States and are pursuing higher education for the first time. The scholarship was established to enable students to blaze a new trail of success for their families and in their communities. Our fall recipients, whose inspiring stories were selected from a pool of more than 50 essay submissions, include a first-generation mind-body medicine student whose parents were born in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and a doctoral student with a long-term career goal of serving as a prison psychologist. It is my pleasure to congratulate our fall 2021 recipients, Alfie and Nika Jones. Congratulations.
Everyone give them a round of applause. And it's our honor to also have Dr. Horowitz in our midst. And Dr. Horowitz, would you like to say a few words?
It's been an honor to be part of this. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on. All right. It's been a real honor to be part of this 50th celebration, and my wife, Dr. Jeannie Gutierrez, and I are so happy to support the scholarship and congratulate the latest winner. Wishing you much success at Saybrook.
Everyone give them a round of applause. Okay, it is my honor to bring to the stage Dr. Jeremiah Piercy.
Pleasure that I get to announce a new scholarship that we're adding as of this year, funded by the Institute for Spirituality and Health. So in 2019, Saybrook University launched a new satellite residential conference program in collaboration with the Institute for Spirituality and Health, which is located in Houston, Texas. A year later, I would stumble through the doors of the Institute, led by President Dr. John Graham and the Vice President Stuart Nelson, supported by a team of incredible individuals deeply involved with transformative social change through the dimension of spirituality and health. And it has been my honor to join their ranks as the Director of Data Science and Outreach and helping to nurture this relationship between the Institute of Spirituality and Health and Saybrook University. So beginning this year, we'll be launching a new scholarship focused on the connectedness between spirituality and health, and recipients of the scholarship will seek to understand the impact of spirituality as it relates to whole person health and wellness. So thank you, ISH, for your generous donation funding the scholarship and to your dedication to support the pursuits of Saybrook students.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, Dr. Piercy, and to the ISH of the Texas Medical Center. We've really enjoyed getting to know the leaders there, including yourself, Jeremiah, John, and Stuart, of course. The work is really important and timely and meaningful, especially over the long term. So, hey, on to the President's Excellence Awards. We've got some exciting stuff, I think, happening across the board with them. We've already covered a lot of ground. In March of 2020, right at the start of the pandemic, my wife, Kim, and I created and funded the President's Excellence Award at Saybrook University with the intention of really recognizing individuals, faculty, staff, students, alumni across our university who really go above and beyond in advancing our institutional mission. You know, it's really tonight we first acknowledge all previous awardees and nominees because they've really demonstrated that. We can't go into all of their nominations tonight, certainly, but want you to know that all of them came to the table with really phenomenal, very moving nominations from their nominators. Following this, I'll announce our awardees for the first part of our 2021 academic year. And awardees receive a monetary honorarium along with a commemorative certificate mailed to their home. So the previous awardees and nominees include Curtis Burge, Joseph Strouth, Eric Wilmarth, Cliff Smythe, Don Moss, Celine Vega, Luann Fortune, Valerie Worthington, Noah Lowenstein, Theopia Jackson, Joel Fetterman, Tom Hayashi, Drake Spaeth, Julia Sonde, Jennifer Preston, Ray Bailey, Laura Brewer, Crystal Ishihara, Carmen Bowen, Devora Curtis, Cassandra Jackson, Chinmay Surpur, and Scott Walsh. So let's give them all a really big round of applause. Put as much love in the chat box as you can. Thank you, all nominees. Really great stuff. And awardees. Really fabulous. So for the first part of this academic year, we solicited nominations back here, I think it was in late September, early October, and we received a number of them, and all the individuals were worthy. We selected 6 out of the many. And the following are our fall 2021 awardees. In the interest of time, I'll offer just a few brief snippets from their nomination criteria, but really, as we were selecting these at home, both Kim and I were just really powerfully moved by their the just testimony that they give to what being humanistic is all about, living into our fullest potential, our fullness as human beings, and helping others find that way, their journey themselves. So Ajina Bukhard, PhD psychology. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Here, here, Ajina. Ajina's nomination read, her mission is to give to others, to help others. I've quote unquote seen her walk miles because she loaned her car to someone for an emergency. Ajina helped me to learn how to love myself and have self-reflection and to forgive others. Congratulations again, Ajina Bukhard, our PhD psychology student, for your President's Excellence Award. Congratulations. Next on our list, we have IFN student PhD program, Heather Pate. Heather Pate, congratulations for this nomination and award. Hear, hear. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone. She has shown tremendous leadership as her nominator and academic promise by her work in the department. She served as a teaching assistant where her willingness to meet with students and contribute to class learning were amazing. Heather is a great human being, compassionate, enthusiastic, and always very positive. Congratulations again, Heather Pate. Anisa Bagasra, alumna and PhD in psychology, professor at Kennesaw State University, for her receipt of this year's President's Excellence Award. Dr. Bagasra, congratulations. Her nominator said, from her initial PhD work at your university to our latest publications together, you can see this theme of humanity, compassion, valuing diversity, and tolerance permeate much of her writing. In other areas of her scholarship, she looks at health issues in minority communities and often the challenges that minority communities experience with both physical and mental health. Again, she shows the deep, abiding commitment to humanitarianism, acceptance, and tolerance. Publications is but one domain that Dr. Anisa Bagasra demonstrates the humanitarianism which is a hallmark of Saybrook University. I've known her as a teacher for over 10 years, and I can tell you that she makes exceptional efforts to reach out to students who are different and often marginalized. Thank you, Dr. Bagasra. Next on our list is Ms. Ladan Mazdayasan, our admissions counselor for this year's President's Excellence Award. Congratulations, Ladan. We're very proud of you. Ladan, you've represented per your nominator Saybrook's mission and values in enrollment and leadership. You've implemented our humanistic and holistic values in every consultation with prospective students. This person says, I know this because she was my mentor for our mentorship program. She's mentored me to show the same type of values that Saybrook cherishes. Holy Toledo, there you go. Fabulous job. Congratulations, Ladan. And finally, our two faculty members nominated are Dr. Marina Smirnova, PhD in psychology, and Dr. Mary K. Chess. Dr. Smirnova was nominated for her excellent implementation of the best traditions and principles of transpersonal and humanistic psychology and spirituality into the field of science and psychological research and professional growing of psychologists in training. Let's give Dr. Smirnova a round of applause. And Dr. Mary K. Chess was nominated as a remarkable woman all the way around. She's worked with faculty and this nominator on several events and readily represented Saybrook at community events as a panelist, moderator, and other last-minute items as needed without complaint. She often rearranged her schedule to help out, and doing so is greatly appreciated. She's never said no yet, but I'd understand if she did, yet she never does. Mary Kay shows up with her trademark smile and positive attitude. These attributes always set the tone for joy and positivity. I want to thank all of our nominees. I wish I could bring you all up to the stage so we'd have able to have a few words. In the interest of time, what I hope is that you'll be around in the area in our big room, our event room, so we can all come and share our congratulations with you in person. So thank you, and let's give one last big round of applause to all of our President's Excellence awardees. And now I'll turn it over to Dr. Shanice McGill, our Dean of Student Affairs, who will present the Student Standout Award. Dr. McGill.
Thank you, Dr. Long. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to present to you our Saybrook Standout. The Saybrook Standout Award is created to showcase students that are doing excellent work in academic, research, or just volunteer work, or even career work in their respective fields. Students are nominated for this prestigious award by their department chairs and faculty within the department. So this award is very special to any student who is nominated as a recipient. Our first Saybrook standout is Lene Cook Braxton. Lene is not able to join us this evening, but she sends her many thanks and appreciation to her department chair, Dr. Devorah Curtis, who nominated her for this honor. Thank you, everyone.
Lene, everyone give her a round of applause. Well, next I'm up. I guess I can turn my camera on. I am up. So I am so happy to announce our first annual Saybrook Serves Volunteer of the Year Award. So this was our first year actually having Saybrook Serves, and without this person, it would not be possible. We're very happy to announce our first recipient of the Saybrook Serves Volunteer of the Year Award. It's my honor to congratulate Dr. Jeremiah Piercy for his tireless hours, not only volunteering, but helping me set up Saybrook Serves. He has conducted stress management sessions, meditations, and other sessions needed for our Saybrook Serves affiliates. Thank you for all you do, Jeremiah, and it is my pleasure to work with you each day on Saybrook Serves. And he is here. Congratulations, Dr. Piercy. Turn on your camera. Oh, that's okay. Oh, he said he can't turn on his camera, hands on the slides, but thank you so much for all you do and for making Saybrook Serves become a reality. Thank you. All right. And that is the award that he actually received. And so it was really beautiful. So thank you so much, Dr. Jeremiah Piercy. Next is the Community Group of the Year. Cassandra Jackson will present that award.
Okay, everyone can hear me okay? So advancing the health and well-being of the communities we serve is an integral part of Saybrook University's mission. Part of that process also involves honoring those that have been consistently dedicated to doing the work. Today, we honor YWCA Glendale and Pasadena and present them with our inaugural Community Group of the Year Award. This award is presented to YWCA Glendale and Pasadena in appreciation for your dedication to uplifting and strengthening the communities you serve as you work towards eliminating racism and ensuring health, safety, and economic empowerment of women, children, and families. And we have the honor of having the president of YWCA Glendale and Pasadena with us. And we have this beautiful award that we would like to present to you guys in appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Yay! Yes, 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 yes.
My name is Karen Peterson, CEO of YWCA Glendale, Pasadena. And I just want to thank Saybrook for their partnership, their community partnership with our 21-day Racial Justice Challenge. In a watershed year of racial justice, YWCA Glendale and Pasadena was called upon to continue offering our community with opportunities to build foundational knowledge of what it means to be anti-racist. So when Dr. Long reached out to us and expressed his interest in working together, I couldn't think of any better institution to partner with than one that creates social justice warriors and agents of change. So on behalf of the YWCA and Pasadena family and staff, thank you so much for this wonderful honor, and we look forward to partnering with you again in 2022. Thank you.
Back to you, Dr. Long.
Yes.
All right. Tara, thank you for your leadership in the community and all you do day in and day out across Glendale and Pasadena. It was just so fabulous. So really, really great that this evening, all these wonderful awardees. Let's give one last round of applause to all of our awardees and all of you here doing all the work. Thank you. I think, I'm just going to speak off the cuff here. the work is hard. Higher ed is hard. Going to grad school is hard. I think so many students on here, our faculty work hard day in and day out. And we need things like this to remind ourselves about why we do what we do, right? And it is so important for us to validate and remember and verify that we are here together. We are with each other in support of the mission. And I just have to say I'm very moved and grateful for all that you do on behalf of our community, the awardees, all of you on this call today. So now I'd like to invite our wonderful Mr. Mark Murphy from our advancement team. He has a thank you, but also some pretty incredible, awesome updates. So, Mark, you want to join us here?
Thank you so much, Dr. Long. And yes, in that vein of continuing our thank yous, we have some thank yous to shout out. I also have Vanessa here with me. And Vanessa, would you like to share something with us as well?
I do. I had a couple people ask some questions in the Q&A, and I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that you were being heard. We have our PayPal account, which you can give to the general fund, and a few other options. Saybrook Serve is not an option, but you can choose the general fund and leave a comment to include Saybrook Serves. I also just wanted to highlight some of the scholarship funds that we do have available that you can contribute through our main giving page. We have the Alumni Association Scholarship, the Faculty Research and Development Fund, President's Award for Excellence, and a lot of these you just heard about, so you were able to see the awards side of it, but I just wanted to let you know that these are available and you can donate to these funds. The College of Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences, the Marlene Chance Mental Health and Creativity Memorial Scholarship, the Nancy Ann Moss Integrative Medicine and Health Sciences Scholarship, Dr. Carlene Phelps Integrative Health Sciences Scholarship, Dr. Eleanor Criswell, Founders Scholarship, Dr. Mark Pilasuk, Transformative Social Change and Leadership Scholarship. I apologize if I completely destroyed that. And then Dr. Michael Horowitz, Dr. Jeannie. Dr. Long, can you help me with that name? Gutierrez, Immigrant First Generation Scholarship.
And Vanessa, yeah, no worries on the pronunciation. You're brand new here. I think
I am. I got a few weeks in, you guys.
Yep, and so it's the Dr. Mark Pilasuk Transformative Social Change Scholarship, and then Dr. Michael Horowitz and Jeannie Gutierrez. Great job, Vanessa.
Thank you so much. And again, you can go to the Saybrook main website, www.saybrook.edu/giving. We recommend that you click into the PayPal link in the chat, or also don't forget about our live auction, which Mark can remind us about.
Yes, the live auction is still open, and as I had said earlier, it will remain open till tomorrow, so 24 hours from now. We'll put another link there in the chat for you to bid. For all you PhD students who are getting ready to graduate, whether it be in a year or 2 years, there is a doctoral robe available. So when you're called to a commencement, it's great to have those robes. It's such a nice robe. I'm thinking of getting my doctorate here at Saybrook University, so I can wear it. I did want to say some thanks. So first of all, those donors that we have listed there in this beautiful graphic are our donors for our auction this evening. So thank you to all of them for their generosity and those in-kind donations of those the incredible 20+ auction items that we do have through Gala bid. And I think we were also moved to see so many of you making donations during our live ask portion of the evening earlier, and it was a good problem to have. We had so many donations coming in. We didn't get to name everyone, but I wanted to make sure that everyone who has donated is able to be recognized, because it really shows your enthusiasm and love for Saybrook. And we just want to give you a shout out. So I'll just go through some names here. So Giselle Esparza, Shari Mikos, Michael Sakuma, Joel Fetterman, Ruth Richards, Kendra Phelps, Shannon Sims, Gabrielle Harmon, Julia Sundai, Christine Hutchinson, Val Smith, Kelly Serafini, Anissa Bagara, Lilith Chung, Kerwin Rockefeller, Don Moss, Karen Lee, Peggy Martin, Dr. Tom Hayashi, Drake Spaeth, And I do want to say thank you to Dr. Gina Belton as well, who is committing to a new scholarship fund for social justice and end of life issues. And so thank you, Dr. Gina Belton, for starting that $2,500 scholarship this evening. Thank you so much for that. And to all our donors this evening, thank you.
All right. What an inspiring list of donors and people. And I also wanted to note, I think we in the flurry of donors, Carolyn Mathis, who is one of our trustees. I think Carolyn is here still with us. She just also donated $500 tonight as well. Wanted to commend her and thank her along with all of our donors as well. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for your time in doing this today. All right. Next, I am going to turn it over to Ms. Carmen Bowen and Dr. Jeremiah Piercy, who have the alumni co-chair installation, I believe. All right.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to pull you to the stage, Dr. Ariel Dance. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I would like to thank Dr. Ariel Dance and Dr. Kelly Wadsworth for their service as alumni co-chairs from 2018 to 2021. They were instrumental in making events happen, such as the Alumni Homecoming, Mind Body Wellness Fair, From the Mouth of Babes, our COVID panel with children, and much, much more. Thank you, Doctors Dance and Wadsworth, for volunteering to help strengthen our Alumni Association. Doctors Dance and Wadsworth, you are officially Alumni Co-Chairs Emeritus. You will now pass the baton to 5 new co-chairs to carry on the challenging work you began. Thank you for your service. And as emeritus co-chairs, we invite you to stay connected. You hear that, Dr. Dance? Connected. To help for future Alumni Association progress. Thank you. And everyone, if you don't mind giving Dr. Dance a round of applause. Also, while Dr. Dance is on the stage, Dr. Dance, the reason I pull you up on stage is because you also are getting the Alumni of the Year award. You worked tirelessly to help make so many things come to fruition this year. And so I just wanted to tell you personally, but also on behalf of the Alumni Association and the Alumni Council, that we appreciate you, Dr. Ariel Dance, Emeritus Alumni Co-Chair. Thank you. Would you like to say something for a moment?
Thank you so much, Carmen. And it's been an honor to be a part of the process for the Alumni Council and serving alongside so many, and especially working with you. You can't get rid of me yet. I'm always here and always happy to serve Saybrook. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And she got a beautiful award. And so thank you so much. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. So thank you. Okay, so now the Saybrook Alumni Association is honored to install its 5 Alumni Council co-chairs to serve as leaders for 2021 to 2023. The co-chairs will work with university relations to plan alumni events, the newsletter, alumni scholarship fund campaigns, coordinating professional development events, serve as student mentors, and much more. I would like to begin with our first co-chair, Dr. Jeremiah Piercy. Dr. Piercy was the first to join for this 2021 to 2023 co-chair season. And so please, Dr. Piercy, accept on our behalf the scroll. I sent everyone a scroll that had all of the things that you are looking forward to doing as an alumni co-chair. So it is my honor and privilege to introduce our lead co-chair, Dr. Jeremiah Piercy, and Jeremiah Piercy will introduce his colleagues. So you guys, first of all, let's clap for Dr. Jeremiah Piercy.
Thank you, Carmen. It's been great working with you over the past year or so on the Alumni Council initiatives. And it's really been quite amazing, the transition that we made with Dr. Dance's leadership previously and moving into a new generation of Alumni Council members. So this installation includes 4 amazing alumnas that have been critical in furthering Saybrook's alumni programs and offerings. And they are Doctors Tori Bowers, Shelley Jackson, Taylor Capozello, and Gisela Esparza. A big thank you to these amazing women and their dedication to enhancing the Saybrook experience. Although the Alumni Council is still somewhat in its infancy, together we are working to assist the alumni in locating job and career opportunities, accessing the Saybrook IRB to conduct empirical research after graduating, offering programs to educate alumni on publishing their dissertations, and facilitating connections with other alumni and students. So thank you all for your efforts.
As welcome as our new alumni co-chair members, and it will be a fun ride. You guys, let's say hello to, first of all, Dr. Shelley Jackson. You want to say hello?
Hey.
And Dr. Tori Bowers.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here and happy to serve Saybrook.
All right. And then, of course, Dr. Giselle Esparza. She is actually here with us. Dr. Esparza.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Okay. And I think Taylor could not be with us tonight, but you all. And I look forward to working with you on all of the wonderful projects and so forth. So thank you all. And let's give them a round of applause.
Moreover, tonight we were able to recognize and honor the amazing contributions of so many individuals across the university. I'm humbled and in awe of the tremendous positive work going on across Saybrook. In recognizing our history, one of the most important innovators at Saybrook over these past 50 years was and remains Dr. Eleanor Criswell. Her leadership, coupled with the vision of her contemporaries, including Drs. Carl Rogers, Charlotte Bueller, James Bugenthal, Rollo May, and others, made tonight, 50 years later, possible. As we sweep through the decades, other individuals like Presidents Donald Polkinghorne, Jerry Bush, Maureen O'Hara, and of course, Lauren Buckman, but also some of those lesser known that rose to leadership and rose to the call, such as Dr. Robert Schmidt, who served as our interim president and got us through a really rocky period, I think, in the 2000s. We honor them tonight as the leaders they are, but also the visions that they brought to this, and also all of the faculty who, because of their presence and their engagement, really brought us to this point where we are today. Our board chair, Dr. Patricia Breen, and of course our former board chair, Dr. Renee Levy, bolstered by the support of others, really helps lead Saybrook forward into a new age of partnership with TCS education system, as well as helping the course of our current situation today. Yeah, it's really an amazing thing when we can look back over these 50 years and there was talk about Saybrook, really, there was a soul, there was a heart. We're the strongest now that we have ever been in decades, perhaps since our founding. And so many of us have talked about that powerful lead into the future. And our current board, Dr. Breen, Dr. Rowland, have been instrumental now in setting the table for executing on a new vision for the future. And none of this is possible or would have been without students who are our raison d'etre. Our students, our faculty and staff, who are really the heart and soul, our alumni, who are the torchbearers into the future. So some months ago, our esteemed colleague Karen Lee, our Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management, coined the term Saybrook University 50 Forward. She's like, I love the whole 50th anniversary, but we got to think 50 years ahead. And I told her I was stealing it. And so I've stolen it. And some 8 years ago, like smaller institutions of higher learning, we weren't sure we would be here tonight to celebrate 50 years. But the vision of our board, the heart and soul of our faculty and staff, the bright lights of our students, and augmented by our alumni gave us all we needed to be. And I'm proud to say this tonight, the strongest again we've ever been. Because of that, Saybrook can look with great optimism to the next 50 years as we strive together in our mission, our humanistic, our social justice mission to advance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Your connection tonight, your gifts, thank you, thank you, thank you, in time, talent, and money, make all the difference in helping us, our students, maintaining that bright light well into the future, serving students from across the country and around the globe. So it's Saybrook 50 forward. Here we go. And now we're going to have some fun for the rest of the evening. We're going to engage in conversation in the big room, as Carmen likes to call it. There's a little virtual bar. Don't drink too much at the virtual bar. Or you can go to a few of the tables around the room. I will be at the table 1 over on the, I think that's where Carmen put me on the left side, but visit all of our staff and faculty. Please take time to engage in some community tonight. I know it's been a little bit of a long night, but let's have fun. Let's commune with one another. And we'll close out our event probably right around 6:45, 7 o'clock tonight, as the case may be. But enjoy the conversation. Again, thank you all for your generosity, your time tonight, for helping us celebrate our 50th anniversary year in pandemic grand fashion. Have a great night.